Sometime back I released my first video which spoke about the concept of startup. That is, how important is it to have a right idea or concept before you start your startup. I'll put the link of that video below, you can watch it. This is the second startup video where once I have an idea and I'm convinced that that idea is really good in terms of its future prospects, what are the next steps? The next step would be to find out how to go about creating the product. Let's take, it's a product. What do I do to create that product? So let's say I have making a smartwatch for target audience, very niche product, specifically people who sweat a lot, so that because when you're working and if the sweat goes into your smartwatch, often it creates problem. So sweat proof smartwatch was the product, is the product. Now I have this idea. Now what's the next thing I have to do? I have to create the product. That is, I need somebody who can use the technology to create the product. Now is it the right approach right away to decide that let's figure out who's the great guy who can help me with the technology? That is there definitely, but something that will help you even more is to go one step ahead and figure out what is the pricing I want for the product. Let's say a smartwatch in the fast track category costs me around 1500 or two brands in India, and I say that no, it's a niche, so I want to position it or place it around 3 grand, so 3500, because the technology is rare and it's something new, it's innovation, and it's a niche market. Now what happens if this pricing strategy, I don't do it before and I do it after? Okay, what happens is that I have figured out that it's a great technology and it's taking me, it's a bit expensive, and my cost per piece of sweatproof smartwatch is, let's say, 1500 or 2000. Now I want to make at least double the profit per piece. Otherwise, it's a niche product. In any case, everybody is not going to buy. So how am I as an entrepreneur going to make a profit? So I said that okay, I will make, so now my price goes from 35 to 4 brands, or from 3 to 4 brands. So can I change the price? No, because I have already invested in my production. I have already made the product, right? And now reducing the price is difficult for me. Therefore, just before starting the production, pricing strategy, getting clarity on that really helps. Now let's say I'm saying that 1500 is a bit too much per piece cost of production. What should I do? Think of alternatives. Is there is there a product or is there a raw material that can be used where it has a substitute or a complementary product which is little economical, but at the same time not too much compromising on the quality? So there are so many things that can be done before, so that I can limit my cost of production if I feel that no, I'm going overboard and nobody's going to buy my product, right? So that has to be done before. Second thing is that how do I want to sell it? Do I want to sell it online or do I want to sell it offline? Now what happens when I sell it online? I am collaborating with the lifestyle brands, e-com brands that are selling watches, or I can have my own e-store. Now which of the two strategies should I take? Let's say I want to make my own store. If I want to make my own store, I have to create a website, I have to pump in money in marketing efforts to create buzz around the website. It's a lot of work and a lot of money. Marketing expenditure is high. Now let's say my entire investment for this product is X. Now if I don't consider the point that whether I should make my own, I have assumed that with this amount of money I will be able to make my own a website. You will be able to make your own website, but how do you drive traffic which leads to sales? For that, we have to push the website. We have to create buzz around the website. There has to be campaigns around the website, which is another additional cost, which you did not consider, right? So making a website is not everything. It has to be accessible to everyone, right? So what happens? Oh, I didn't consider this. Now my investment will go up. What do? I don't make my own website. I tie up with, let's say I sell it on e-commerce like Myntra or Amazon or Flipkart, whoever is selling competitor products, because not all of them, even if they have their own websites, if you compare the traffic, it's very less compared to what Amazon and Flipkart or Myntra does. Why? Because they have their own marketing channels. They promote the products in their own particular way. The third thing is, okay, how am I selling it? If I want to do it offline, it's too much of a headache. I have to, expansion will be difficult, location, talking to retailers, people hardly go to stores, going to malls, too much. Let's not do that. Okay, cool. What's the third thing? The third thing is, I have a product cost, I have price, I have place, I have promotion. How will I promote it? What are these 4 P's of marketing? Right? Okay. How will I promote it? Now, if I say that, okay, I will also launch my brand, I'll do a digital campaign through the FB page. Okay, how much do I need to create buzz? Let's say, how much do I need to make a video? Do I have the expenditure to make a video? Do I have the budget, because video is a proper shoot? Or should I just make posts and boost the posts and do around that? Now what happens? I have X as my total investment of the product, total investment in launching the product. Everything goes back to X. Is X enough? Oh, I thought it was enough. I didn't know digital rates are so high. I didn't know giving an ad on NDTV, which is the highest, NDTV.com, which is the highest traffic, cost me so much. A native ad in there, it is expensive. On Times of India or roadblocker kind of an ad is very expensive. I didn't know ad space was so much. What is impacting? What are these decisions leading to? It is evaluating whether X that I have fixed as an launch investment of this product is sufficient or not. None of these can be done later. Everything has to be done before. As your step 2 for launching your startup, right? So now that we discussed all the 4 P's, pretty much everything is sorted out. Now I should start your production. What is the most important thing for a product? It is the product. The quality of the product cannot be compromised. And the fact that it is sweat-proof smartwatch, it's a niche in itself. It has to be established through the quality of the product. Nothing can compromise that. There can be subtle cost-effective alternatives, but the product is the key always. Once your product, because there is something called word of mouth, what we call silent marketing. You don't have to do anything. What is reviews? Reviews is word of mouth, right? Initially, people used to tell each other, I'm using this, I'm using that, it's really nice. Now people don't tell each other, they give a review. It's a digital form of word of mouth, right? So a very powerful tool, and works very well for niche products, because people are hesitant. Is it worth paying so much? It will really help. Not too many people would even want it. So with this, I'm ending the second stage of a startup. Hope this helps, and I'll come back with the third in some time. Thank you. Have a nice day.